Good morning, ladies. Okay, well, it's really afternoon, but whatever. It's my day to sleep in late. So, this is going to be kind of a random video of a bunch of little things that I wanted to show. These are my distress inks, which I got the new ones. Plus, I had 12 of the old ones. I'm still missing 12, so there's more than these. But I just wanted to show you that I put labels on them, like V photo for vintage photo and that sort of thing. Because I store them upside down, of course, as most of us do, and they actually go up on that shelf that's empty right now, and I was having to go flip through and look at the bottoms, or, try to read the tops, but it's above my head, so I really can't. So this way I can find them very simply. So I did that, and speaking of distress inks, I did update my distress ink kind of tags here. So I thought I'd show them because I know some people have shown them, but I don't know. I just figured since I showed the one way, I would show the rest of them. So this is the spun sugar, which you can compare, and this is what I like about this method of having them to look at, is I can easily compare them. There it is next to worn lipstick. So there's a definite difference. Let's see if I can get these to sit here. I have a cat crawling on my table that's not helping very much. So it's worn lipstick, and then we have Barn Door, which for some reason on this video, I think it's because there's such bright sunshine behind me, yay, melt the snow, is a really true red, which, again, we can easily compare to Fired Brick, which is clearly much darker and brickier. Then, there's my Fired Brick. This is the Tumbled Glass. Love this color. That's it next to Broken China, and you can see there's a definite difference. Love the Tumbled Glass color. From there, we go to the new Stormy Sky color, which is very pretty in person. I don't know how it'll show up on video. And Chip Sapphire. And I have to say, I was looking at my distress inks very carefully, because I have a few of the, let's see, I don't know if this one has it, where the pad here, no, this one's okay, is not really, let's see, where this pad part with the ink is not really attached very well to the black part, and I thought, what the heck, I've never had that problem with any of these inks before. But you know what, I was reading on the bottom of one of the new ones, and it says right on there, you'll never be able to see that, of course, because it's super tiny, but it does say, new, higher raised felt pads for easy direct-to-paper techniques. And I looked at my old ones, and they don't say that. And I think that's great, because we do like to be able to do the direct-to-paper, but they need to make sure that they're staying on. So, okay, that's my little spiel. This is the Wild Honey color, which is really also very pretty. And next to that, I can show you the new Rusty Hinge. This is definitely lighter. This has more brown tones in it. The Rusty Hinge does. This is the Victorian Velvet, and I wasn't sure how I felt about that because, I don't know, it was like mauve, and I was like, welcome to the 80s, but when you put it with the other colors, it's actually very, very pretty. Good old Dusty Concord. Get that out of the way. Okay, now the greens. We have the Crushed Olive, and next to that we have the Bundled Sage. I'll show you that by itself. It's a very pretty color. And then this is our traditional peeled paint that we're all used to. And then there's this very, very dark Forest Moss, which is nice because it's almost a brown, but it definitely like blends well with those other greens. Antique Linen. Let's see, I'll flip through the browns here. Those aren't any new. Hummus Stone. Now everybody, including Tim Holtz, has been saying, oh my god, this is my favorite, this is my favorite. Once I touched that pad to this poor little cat, I said, oh my god, I understand why. It's just kind of the perfect muted color, so it's really, really great. So I do like that, just like everybody else. I'm a follower. So those are the new distress colors in my little ring of cats. Let's see, what else did I have to show real quick? Oh, okay. So this is just the envelope that I made. This card requires sort of a little story. My father-in-law, who is not very old at all, don't get the idea from this story that he's like, you know, old. He's only in his early 50s. He went to Boston, which is about 3 hours away from here, and when he was coming back, there's a part of the road that suddenly turns into a divided highway. He sort of ended up on the other side of the highway. Yeah. He realized this as cars came towards him beeping their horns. So, yeah, we kind of have joked about that a little while. So, now that his birthday's coming up, it was the day before mine. We're not celebrating until today. I thought we would just remind him of that in a card. So, these are cut out. These are all cut out, I believe, from my Graphically Speaking cartridge. So there's the hand, pointing in one direction. This is a great corduroy brad, so it looks like a sleeve. The arrows saying this way, that way. This is from Cosmo Cricket's boyfriend collection, and I just put glossy accents over the arrow. And then this compass is from the same thing, and there's a little bit of shine on there, if you can tell. This background paper, and the paper from the envelope, are all from the Hit in the Books stack. I bought all those stacks that day, but I have used the Hit in the Books one for everything. I really like it. So then you open it up, and it has the word direction, which is made that way on the cartridge, the Graphically Speaking. And so we wrote, no matter which direction you go, we hope it leads to a great year. So we're just teasing him a little bit there. But that's the card that I made for him. So I have trouble with masculine cards, but I did it. Now, this is just a little tag I made, and by no means do I think it's an excellent tag, but I did use a lot of different stamps on here. Can you see that vintage dress in the background, kind of? And the girl face, from the Inkadink set that we all got. I have a disaster on my desk, so it's easy to find stuff. This lip stamp. And then the background has the spun sugar. It has worn lipstick. It has vintage photo. It has... over the whole thing, it has the pumice stone. And then I put the Tim Holtz stamp that says it's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you think you are not. And before I put the pearls on, I finally decided to try Tim's technique, and I used my Heirloom Gold Perfect Pearls that I got. They're the only color Perfect Pearls I have. And mixed them with some water, which my cat just knocked on the ground, so hang on. Try not to make you sick while I bend over and pick it up. And, well, it doesn't look like much now. Let me shake it up for you. So it makes this great spray, and I have to say, I love my Glimmer Mist. I don't have a whole lot, but I love them, but this is a different look. I know my camera's never going to pick up the shine there, but it's, first of all, it has no color because I only mixed it with water. You could mix re-inker if you wanted it to have a color, but it just adds, I don't know, it reminds me kind of like the sparkle you see in a tile, because there's definite little pieces of shimmer, and I don't know, it's a different look. Try it if you haven't tried it before, because I really found that I liked it. And on that note, this is, I think, going to be a project that I'm doing. I am going to make a tag every day if I can, because I was going to do something in an album every day, something like that for this year. I decided not to start on January 1st. I was going to start on my birthday because turning 29, this is, my last year in my 20s, so I thought, I'll document it. Well, let's face it, I don't have that kind of time. I wish I did. I wish I could scrapbook every single day, but I can probably sit down and make a tag every day. They aren't going to all be tags. Like this one I'm going to keep, but I'm starting one, really for yesterday, that I'm going to give away. But I want to make sure I sit down and make something and document it somehow every day. This heart is just cut out with my Cricut, but this is that tumbled glass color that's on here. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold. I sound funny. And what I did was I put it on there, and before I attached it to the photo, I sprayed it with water so it got that watercolor look, and it's really pretty. So, yeah. We're going to start the tag project to see how long that lasts, and I'll let you know how it goes. So that's my hodgepodge of crafty stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.